Well, hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a part of a series in which I'm participating alongside with a group of wonderful ladies. This is a challenge called Nailed It with a question mark, and the challenge consists in recreating a particular look that has been voted, and the rule of this challenge is to use makeup items that you have already in your stash. So this is basically the only rule. No buy. So very exciting. For this week, the challenge is recreating a lavender spring look inspired by the beautiful Inika makeup 70s feel look on Instagram. I will link in my description box the entire list of the participants for this week's challenge, so go ahead and check the other ladies' creations after you watch this video. So let's go and see if we are going to nail it or fail it. In the attempt of recreating this beautiful lavender look, I'm going to use the shadows from those three palettes: Natasha Denona Love palette, the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette, and Rimmel London Magnifies Electric Edition palette. I've started by priming my lids, and I'm using my trusty Smashbox eyeshadow primer. All the products I'm using will be listed down below on the description box as well. Let's open the tablet now and check the look once more. Would I ever look like her? I did recreate it yesterday, but I was not satisfied with the way it turned out, so today we are trying another approach. I am setting my primer using the Wet n Wild single shadow in Brulee. And next I'm going in with the shade Valentine from the Natasha Denona Love palette. And I'm starting to build the transition using a fluffy blending brush, which it happens to be by the referee. So this is the brush number 16. This is a beautiful blush pink shade, and I did see she's having this kind of shade as transition. So I'm just building the transition zone as I go along. Switching the brush, I am now taking the Referee 12 brush, and I actually did a mistake, as you'll see later on, but I'm going in with the shade Trust, which is a matte dark purple, very pigmented, and I throw that on my crease. So why I did a mistake is that brush, it's very densely packed, so when I added the dark shade, it deposited a concentrated quantity of a shadow that it has made it more difficult to blend it, as if I would have used a fluffy crease brush. So to fix this, I alternated blending this shade with the help of previous used shade. But to have symmetrical results, I did pack the same dark purple shade on my right lid, and then I came back with the fluffy brush blending everything together. With the help of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick eye color in the shade Vanilla Kiss, I believe, I'm defining the crease if you want, so I'm cutting it off. I find this stick works as well as a concealer, but is it less messy. So I'm using this stick mostly as a base for the next shade that I will apply on the top. Using a flat brush, this is by Zoeva 234, I believe. I will list everything I used in the description portion below. So I'm starting to build the lid shade using this Zoeva brush. This is the shade Dream. It's a matte shade, but it's the closest purple shade I found on my collection to that shade that Nikki used on her look. I find it's very hard to find a true purple lavender shade. Most of them are leaning toward violet or orchid. Anyway, this shade is not the best choice, but is the closest I could find in my collection. Remember the rule, no buy. So as you can see, this shade is not very pigmented, so I'm struggling a lot to get the payout. The downside of trying to build a matte shade is that you cannot dampen the brush to intensify as you go with the shimmery shade. At least we are getting somewhere. But what is the price? You will see a bit later. Next, I'm going in with the shade Carnival from my Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette, and I'm using the Refro 15 brush to pack it on the outer V and drag it along the crease area. There! It looks better now. Everything is possible when you have amazing brushes. Next step is to add this light lavender shade from the Rimmel Electric Violet Edition palette to the interior portion of my eyes and drag this along the line as if it were an eyeliner. I'm now taking the Sonia G flat shader brush and I'm going to add the Dream shade on my lower lash area. I don't know if you can tell, but this is how the Dream shade looks after I've exhausted her. She's destroyed. It will be probably the first shade I will hit the pan on this palette. Guys, the Love palette has grown on me. I remember I was not so much grabbing for it last year when I bought it, but I do it now. It does have shades that I don't find similarities in my collection, and that makes her special. I cannot do it without a dark defining shade, so I'm taking this one with a Real Technique detailing brush, and I'm actually using it to line my outer lid area. I came back with a shading brush and smoothed the shade to not look too harsh, because I see that she has some definition on her outer V area. If you see I have a fallout on my left cheek, this it happens because I accidentally dropped the brush while I was applying the Commitment shade, but I'm going to clean that as soon as I notice it out. Returning to lower lash line, I'm adding the same light lilacish shade on the center area of lower lids, and then I took a final look to the inspiration picture and I thought I should add more of this shade toward the center of the upper lid. There. Going next with my Wet n Wild pencil to draw the waterline, as I see that Nikki also has a lighter shade in. While I thought I was filming, I finished the eye look, so I will show you what I used for that. For my lashes, I used a combo of two mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara, so this I use it on the top lashes, and of course the Clinique High Impact Mascara on the lower lashes. She has a brush that is perfect for that job. I won't let any other mascara to ruin my beautiful look, especially when I am known as not being able to apply mascara on my lower lashes without getting smudges. Then on my brows, I've used this brow pomade from Milani, and I'm over brushing my brows a bit upwards because I've seen that Nikki has very natural and bushy brows. And then to set everything in place, I'm using this Benefit Brow Setting Gel. Now it's time for the falsies. Yeah, they look really natural. And this is the final eye look, guys. For the face, I'm using this blush from the Hourglass Ambient Light Edit Palette Volume 4, which I think is the most similar shade with the one that she's wearing on her cheeks. And I'm also using the Strawberry Powder from the very same palette. On the parts of the face I've seen she's shiny. I'm not going to use bronzer or contour for this look, as I don't think that she has it, or if she has it, it's really subtle and undetectable. I took some time to fix the left lash, which didn't want to cop too much during this video. For my lips, I'm going to use a combo that at that moment I did not realize that is probably the most affordable lip liner. This is by Makeup Revolution. It's a satin kiss lipstick lip liner, and the most expensive, or one of the most expensive lipstick from my collection, the YSL Volupte Shine in the shade 34. So, great combo! The peachy pink lipstick by YSL seems to be the most appropriate shade of lip option I have in my collection. There is something about this lipstick, it is amazing. So this is the final look, guys. Now it's your turn to let me know if I nail it or not. I really enjoyed recreating this look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check the other participants to this challenge. I will list them in the description box below. Thank you for watching, guys. I wish you all a great Sunday and a beautiful week ahead. Bye-bye.
Okay.